Good morning students, how are you all? I hope you are fine and safe at your home. I am Bhupati from the Department of Commerce in Bharat Dasna Metric Higher Secondary School, Arakonam. Now I am going to teach 11th Standard Accountancy, chapter number 3, books of prime entries. Now we will see the exercise number 2, page number 59. Give the accounting equation for the following transaction. See the first transaction. Started business with cash 40,000 rupees, opened a bank account by cash 30,000 rupees, and then bought goods from Hari on credit rupees 12,000. Fourth transaction, Raj withdrew cash for personal use 1,000 rupees, and then fifth transaction, bought furniture by using debit card for 10,000 rupees, and sixth transaction, sold goods to Murugan and cash received rupees 6,000. See the last transaction, money withdraw from bank for personal use. The value is 1,000 rupees. From the above information, we will prepare a accounting equation. Okay. This is the format of accounting equation. The first column is a transaction. What type of transaction we should write in the column, and see the next column. This is the asset side. With the assets are included in this problem: cash, bank balance, stock, furniture. On the other side, the liabilities will be appear, the liabilities which include capital and creditors. So now we will give the accounting equation for each and every transaction in the business organization. Okay, see the first transaction. Raj started business with cash 40,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column, business started. Business started. When the Raj started with business with cash rupees 40,000, the cash inside the business organization. So write 40,000 rupees in cash column, and then there is no effect in bank, in stock and furniture. Then move on to the capital. The 40,000 rupees is given by the owner, that means Mr. Raj. This is called capital of the business organization. So that in business point of view, the 40,000 rupees will be given to the owner in future days. So that write 40,000 rupees in capital column. There is no effect in creditors. So this is the accounting equation for first transaction. Business started with cash means 40,000 cash come inside the business organization, and same 40,000 rupees is a capital which will be repayable to the owner in future days. So this is the first transaction equations. See the what is the next step means equation. Equation is the next step. So write equation in a transaction column. Equation. What is the total of cash is? The cash column give a total of rupees 40,000 rupees, and no changes in a bank, no balance in a stock, no balance in a furniture. And see the capital column. The capital column shows 40,000 rupees is a total. So write 40,000 rupees in capital and nothing in the creditors column. And see the second transaction. Open a bank account with a deposit of 30,000 rupees. So second column, second transaction is open a bank account with a deposit of 30,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column, open a bank account. Open a bank account with a value of 30,000 rupees. When we take 30,000 rupees business organization and deposit in the 30,000 rupees in bank. So deduct 30,000 rupees in cash column. Cash column, deduct 30,000 rupees. Then 30,000 rupees are involved in a bank. So write 30,000 rupees plus 30,000 rupees in a bank column. So 30,000 rupees cash is goes out from the business organization, so that we deduct 30,000 rupees in cash column, and 30,000 rupees come inside the business organization in the way of banking, so that we add 30,000 rupees in bank column. No effect in stock and no effect in a furniture and capital and then creditors. The next step is equation. So write equation See the equation. The cash balance is available 40,000 rupees. The next step is deduct 30,000 rupees. What is the available value? When we deduct 30,000 rupees from 40,000, the available value is 10,000 rupees. So total value of cash balance is 10,000 rupees. See the next column. The bank column have a 30,000 rupees. So write 30,000 rupees in bank column and no amount in the stock column, furniture column, and see the capital column. The value is 40,000 rupees. So write 40,000 rupees in capital column, no amount in a creditors. This is the accounting equation of second transaction. See the third transaction. Bought goods from Hari on credit for rupees 12,000. So bought goods from Hari on credit for 12,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column credit purchase. Credit purchase. ₹12,000 worth of goods bought from Hari on credit. So that no changes in a cash column and no effect in a bank column. Stock. When we see the stock, 12,000 rupees worth of goods come inside the business organization. So write plus 12,000 rupees. 12,000 rupees. And then see the furniture column. There is no changes in a furniture column, no effect in a furniture column, and then no effect in a capital column. And see the creditor. Who is a creditor? Creditor is a person, one who supply the goods to the business organization on the basis of credit. He is called creditors. Later on period, the business organization have a obligation to repay the amount to the creditors with a certain period. So here in this transaction, Hari is a creditor. He provide 12,000 rupees worth of goods to the business organization. So write add 12,000 rupees in creditors column. This is the accounting equation for third transaction. What is the next step? Correct. Equation. Equation the next step. So write equation see the total value of cash column. The cash column is available only 10,000 rupees. So write 10,000 rupees in cash column and see the total value of bank column. The bank column have 30,000 rupees. So write 30,000 rupees and see the stock column. The stock column shows how much? 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees in stock column and no amount in a furniture and move on to the capital. The capital column shows only 40,000 rupees. So write 40,000 rupees in cash column, capital column and see the next value, the creditors. The creditors column shows 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees in a creditors column. This is the accounting equation after third transaction. See the fourth transaction. Raj withdrew cash for personal use 1,000 rupees. Raj withdrew cash for personal use 1,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column drawings. When a owner of the business organization take personal use, take cash for personal use, it is called drawing. So write in a transaction column very short drawings. So drawings is a 1,000 rupees. When owner take 1,000 rupees from cash from the business organization, it will be reduced in a cash column. So reduce, deduct 1,000 rupees in cash column. So that see the next column, no changes in a bank column, no changes in a stock column, and there is no changes in a furniture column. Then move on to the capital. What is the capital? The amount which is invested by the owner for the business organization. From the 40,000 rupees, the owner take 1,000 rupees for his personal use. So that we deduct 1,000 from capital value. So deduct 1,000 rupees in capital column and no changes in a creditors column. Then what is the next step? The next step is equation. So write equation equation. See the total value of each and every column in the accounting equation. See the cash column, the available value is 10,000 rupees. After deducting 1,000 rupees, we got only 9,000 rupees in a cash column. So write 9,000 rupees in cash column and move on to the bank column. The bank column shows only 30,000 rupees. So again we write 30,000 rupees in bank column. Then move on to the stock column. The stock column shows only 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees in stock column. When we move on to the furniture column, no amount is shown in the furniture column. Then move on to the capital column. Already we have 40,000 rupees as a capital, but in the last transaction 1,000 rupees taken by the owner of the business organization, so that we deduct 1,000 rupees from 40,000. The available value is 39,000 rupees. And move on to the creditors column. The creditors column shows only 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees in a creditor column. Within that we equal the transaction 4. Then move on to the fifth transaction. See the fifth transaction. Bought furniture by using debit card rupees 10,000. Bought furniture by using debit card 10,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column furniture. Furniture. So when we bought a 10,000 rupees worth of furniture by using a debit card, there is no changes in a cash column. In bank column, we bought a furniture by using a debit card. When you using a debit card, the bank balance of the business organization will reduce. So we have already 30,000 rupees as a bank balance of business organization. When you bought a furniture by using debit card, the 10,000 rupees value will reduce in the bank column. So write reduce 10,000 rupees, deduct 10,000 rupees in bank column, and there is no effect in a stock column. When we move on to the furniture, 10,000 rupees worth of furniture come inside the business organization. So that add 10,000 rupees in furniture column. Write 10,000 rupees. And then move on to the capital column. There is no changes in a capital column. And move on to the creditors column. There is no changes in the creditors column. Within the fifth transaction is over. What is the next step? The next step is equation. So write equation. Equation. So now we will see what is the amount of available in each and every column of the accounting equation. See the first transaction. See the first column, the cash column. The cash column shows only 9,000 rupees. So write 9,000 rupees in cash column. And we move on to the bank column. The available value is 30,000 rupees. After deducting 10,000 rupees, we got only 20,000 rupees. So deduct 10,000 from 30,000. The available value is 20,000 rupees. So write 20,000 rupees in bank column. Then move on to the stock column. The stock column shows 12,000 rupees. Write 12,000 rupees. And move on to the furniture column. In last transaction, we bought 10,000 rupees worth of furniture. So write 10,000 rupees in furniture column. And move on to the capital column. The capital column shows how much? 39,000 rupees. So write 39,000 rupees. And move on to the last column, creditors column. The creditors column shows 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees. We equation the accounting equation for the above transaction. Then see the next transaction. Sold goods to Murugan and cash received for 6,000 rupees. The next transaction is sold goods to Murugan and cash received for the value of 6,000 rupees. So write in a transaction column very short, cash sales. It is nothing but cash sales. Cash sales. What is the value? 6,000 rupees. In our business organization, we take 6,000 worth of goods and given to the Murugan and received cash rupees 6,000. So that in our business organization 6,000 rupees cash come inside the business organization. So right, add 6,000 rupees in capital column. So 6,000 rupees cash come inside the business organization. So write 6,000 rupees in cash column. Then move on to the bank column. There is no effect in the bank column. Then move on to the stock column. In stock we have a 12,000 rupees worth of stock. From the 12,000 rupees we taken 6,000 rupees worth of stock and given to Murugan. So we lost 6,000 worth of stock. So write less 6,000 rupees. Then move on to the furniture. No effect in a furniture. So give a dash. Then move on to the capital. No effect in a capital. Put a dash and move on to the creditors. There is no effect in the creditors column. Then what is the next step? The next step is equation. So write equation. The next step is a equation. See the cash column, the available value is 9,000 rupees. In this last transaction, 6,000 rupees worth of cash come inside the business organization. So we add 6,000 rupees from 9,000 rupees. The available value is 9,000 plus 6,000, 15,000 rupees. So write 15,000 rupees. And see the bank column. The bank column shows 20,000 rupees. So write same 20,000 rupees in this bracket and move on to the stock column. We have a 12,000 rupees worth of stock in the business organization. In our last transaction, we taken 6,000 rupees worth of stock and given to the Murugan. So we lost a 6,000 rupees worth of stock. So that deduct 6,000 rupees from 12,000 rupees. 6,000 minus 12,000, the available value is 6,000 rupees. So write 6,000 rupees in a stock column and see the furniture column. The furniture column only shows 10,000 rupees. So write 10,000 rupees. And move on to the capital column. There is no changes in a capital column. That shows same 39,000 rupees. Write 39,000 rupees in a capital column and move on to the creditors column. The creditors column shows 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees in creditors column and see the last transaction. Money withdrawn from bank for office use. The last transaction is money withdrawn from bank for office use. That means withdrawal. So write in a transaction column withdrawal. So last transaction is a withdrawal. We withdraw from bank for office use. The value is 1,000 rupees. We taken 1,000 rupees from bank balance. So 1,000 rupees cash come inside the business organization. So write add 1,000 rupees in cash column and then see the bank column. The bank column have a balance of 20,000 rupees. From the 20,000 rupees in the last transaction we taken 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees taken from the bank balance. So reduce, deduct 1,000 rupees in bank column. Then move on to the stock column. No effect in a stock column. No effect in a furniture column. Then move on to the capital. There is no changes in a capital column. So dash. No changes in a creditors column. So write a dash. This is a accounting equation for amount withdrawn from bank for office use. See the next answer. Next step. What is the next step? The equation. So write equation in a transaction column. Equation. See the cash column. The available value is 15,000 rupees. In the last transaction, we add 1,000 rupees in a cash column. So 15,000 plus 1,000. The available value is 16,000 rupees. So write 16,000 rupees in a cash column. See the bank column. The bank column shows 20,000 rupees. In last column, we taken 1,000 rupees from bank balance. So deduct 1,000 rupees from 20,000 rupees. The available value is 19,000 rupees. So write 19,000 rupees in a bank column and see the stock column. The stock column shows how much? 6,000 rupees. Write 6,000 rupees in stock column and see the furniture column. The furniture column shows how much? Same 10,000 rupees. Write 10,000 rupees in furniture column and move on to the liability side. The first column is a capital column. The capital column shows 39,000 rupees. Write 39,000 rupees and move on to the creditors column. The creditors column shows how much? Same 12,000 rupees. So write 12,000 rupees. Within that, we give a accounting equation for the above all the transaction. Finally, we will show the value of total assets and total liabilities. So add the value of total assets. 16,000 rupees plus 19,000 rupees. Add together 35,000 rupees and then add 6,000 rupees, 41,000 rupees and add 10,000 rupees, 41,000 plus 10,000, 51,000 rupees. So write 51,000 rupees in a total value of asset side in the business organization. Then move on to the liability side. The capital value shows 39,000 rupees and creditors value shows 12,000 rupees. So 39,000 rupees plus 12,000 rupees altogether shows a how much amount? 51,000 rupees. So write equal to 51,000 rupees. In this problem, the assets are always equal to the liabilities of the business organization. So that the total value of assets shows 51,000 rupees. The total value of liabilities shows 51,000 rupees. So asset is equal to the liabilities. Within that, we complete the exercise number 2 solution. Okay students, for your further studies, I attached PowerPoint presentation, question bank and study material in the description. Please use it. Thank you.